Howdy, folks. Hey, I wanted to come back with you today just to say howdy, check in on you, see how things are doing. Everything's pretty good here. Boy, I had some big old trees trimmed. That was sad. But we're hoping they'll make a comeback. I'll give y'all a tour next opportunity I have. So I've been picking up limbs. I can do that. But the grass is growing and green, and that's kind of the apricot and peach trees are starting to bloom, but I noticed the mesquite trees are not blooming, so that's usually what I go by. I go by whenever they start to sprout, I'll shave my beard. Whenever they start dropping their leaves, I'll start growing one, because these mesquites are pretty smart around here. Update on the foot, it hurts. It hurts like the dickens. I don't know, man. They put it at such an awkward angle that I have a hard time doing most anything. But trying to get around. We're still okay, I guess. Just feels like it's in a bear trap all the time. My gosh, you'd think it'd stop hurting, but anyway, gripe. Hey, how about a quick Monse story? I've told y'all about some of the critters we had growing up. They just wound up at our place for some reason. One of them was a baby raven, not a crow, a raven. They get bigger. It's like a crow, but they're bigger. Anyway, it wound up at our place. Mom bottle fed it and everything, until it got bigger and bigger, and it was just part of the family. She named it Edgar. Get it? The Raven. Edgar Allan Poe. Anyway, and that was our pet. And it was cool for the longest time. It would ride on your shoulder. You could pick it up. It thought it was a dog. Dad at the time had this little Chihuahua. I think his name was Taco. And that was Dad's little companion. They would follow him all over the place. But Edgar just fell right in with him. Thought he was a dog too. He'd go over there and he'd eat dog food, and he would sleep in the same beds as Taco, and there'd just be a pile of blankets, and you'd see it wiggle around, and it may be either one or both. But he also had a thing about shiny objects. Like the story is, it's true. They gather things. He had like a little stash behind this cabinet, and Dad'd go look at it every now and then. And there'd be sockets and little trinkets and bits of ribbons and bows and just stuff. They gather, they hoard like that. It's crazy. But what was wild too is while it was growing, like I say, it was just a fun pet. Didn't hurt nobody. But it could try to fly, but it would want to land on your head, the highest point, and it'd get up there and it'd just ride along on your head. It's fun until he got big. I mean, this thing got big, and you'd be out there walking around in the yard gonna go feed the cows or something. Wham! That giant thing comes out of nowhere, lands on your head. He didn't really have talons, but they have claws. They're something else. Anyway, he was a hoot, and he'd just fly everywhere. We didn't never kept him, but Mom could holler for him. Honestly, she'd get out there and just holler, Edgar, embarrassed. Anyway. But danged if that bird didn't show up after a while. But we saw it come in one time, and it had like a leash or a band of some kind tied around its leg. I guess it's friendly. It probably went up to someone else, and they tried to put a rope on it, and it got off. But then it wasn't long after that. Didn't see it again ever. So I don't know why someone would want to put a rope around it, but hopefully it just flew off to greener pastures. That's what we hope. But it like I say, it was fun. It was fun growing up in them crazy farm times and things. The little things, place that we had, it was just nonsense. But anyway, warmer weather's on the way, but I don't trust it. It's going to get cold again before Good Friday. That's my thoughts. Wish everybody well. Love you, and I mean it. And we're going to get outdoors and go see each other soon. So, rock on. Bye.